Hi, my name is Parker Burns. I'm here with Action News, and today we're going to be here with
Hi, I'm Tara.
Tara from Newburyport Youth Services. We are here at the Rec Center, Brown School on Lime Street, and today I'm basically just going to be asking Tara a couple quick questions about what programs for the high schoolers we have here at the Rec Center and through Newburyport Youth Services. So basically my first question was just that, like what programs do we have here at the Rec Center, like after school, for like high schoolers, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. So here at the Rec Center, we offer a membership for teens. It costs $25 for the whole school year, and you get access to all of our drop-in programs. Every Tuesday and Thursday, high schoolers are welcomed to the Rec Center from 5:30 to 8 p.m. During that time, you can come, you can hang out. We have board games available, and we also have special clubs. The True Crime Club is kicking off this year, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
So it's a group of people just with like-minded interests. We're going to be learning like some craft stuff, doing like embroidery next year, trendy stuff that's happening, and mostly it's just a space for you guys to come, hang out, tell me what you want to do, and then I just make that happen for you.
Sounds good. And then my other question was, are there any like what are the programs you run that aren't at the Rec Center? Like any after-school programs, like on the weekends or like trips that you guys do?
Absolutely. Every month on one Friday, we take a trip somewhere. So it's usually like based on that month. Next Friday, we are going to Boston Lights at the Franklin Park Zoo. One of the upsides of the membership, because it only costs $25, is that you get discounts on all the trips. So if you go on like 2 trips, your membership pretty much pays for itself that way. So we try to do those things at least once a month. Like I said, Boston Lights this month. We're going to Witches Woods next month. Lots of fun stuff. And those are usually Friday evenings. We also have something that's new this year called First Fridays, which is on site here, but they're social gatherings for people to come in and hang out. And we have food available. So like last Friday was our first Friday, and we had an ice cream party, which is super fun. You just come in, hang out. So I think next month we're having a pizza party. Don't hold me to that one. We have lots of, all of them are food based.
A lot of food around here.
Absolutely. And the calendars for that can be found on our website. There's also postings on our social media. Follow us on Instagram, NYS. I just posted today about the trip for next week, so hopefully some of you guys will come on down. And those trips are, like I said, open to non-members as well. It's just a little bit different cost. So the membership is totally worth it if you're into that stuff.
Hi, I'm Kate Pomeroy, and I made the Poetry Soup magazine.
So what exactly is the magazine? Like, what's in it?
It's a collection of the poems and just general writings of the kids from the Creative Writing at Night class, and also the guest speakers that we see at our Poetry Soups from this year and 2020.
So how and like when did this all start? Like, were you like inspired by somebody or?
We've been doing this for a few years. Because of the pandemic, we didn't really get to do it last year, so that's why this was kind of a combination of both of those years. And so I decided to do it because I thought it was a really cool thing. And it ended up just being me doing it, but it was still really fun to see finished and one piece. I think we're going to continue to do it every year. Hopefully we'll start a little sooner, so I'm not the only one doing it.
What would you say your goal was? Like, what were you trying to accomplish something or?
I mean, the main goal was just to have our works published in a way, and just to see your writing on a book is pretty cool. So I think it's nice that everybody in the class has that. And also we needed to raise money for our class because we like to pay our guest speakers. We like to give them something for spending their time with us.
Did people like the book?
Yeah, I think it was really cool. I think everybody in the class liked it. Everybody got a copy. We sold it in some events throughout the summer, so those people were interested in it.
And which class was this for?
Creative Writing at Night.
Okay. So if other students want to like collaborate, do they have to be in that class or?
They don't have to be in that class. They can reach out to me at my school email,
Okay.
like kpomeroy23. Or we also have like poetry soup events. I would also like to thank Kaisa Woodger for doing an amazing job on the cover art, and for Mrs. Zabo for being a great teacher and a great advisor on this project.
Well, thank you for your time. It's lovely.
Hi, my name is Parker Burns. I'm here with the Action News, and I'm here with Mr. Smolsky today.
Hey guys.
I'm here with Mr. Hill today, and I'm here with Ms. Osgood today. So my first question for you today, Mr. Smolsky, is just like, where were you during 9/11? Where were you during 9/11? Where were you during 9/11?
I was a senior in high school here.
So I was 20 years old, and I was doing a semester at the George Washington Graduate School of Political Management.
So September 11, 2001, I was at work teaching at the high school, but at that time we were down in the middle school.
And then I got into school, and chaos broke out, and listening to the radio the rest of the day. It was just talk radio about everything that was going on. You thought it was when the first plane hit. You were thinking, why did someone fly into the Twin Towers? This is like a crazy accident. Why would someone do that? It was like surreal. Like, you didn't think it was a terrorist attack. Like, not at all. It was like some accident. And then when the second one hit, it was just like, what's going on?
What do you remember, like, happening on that day?
I remember everything. I remember walking into my internship, and the secretary was crying because a plane had hit the World Trade Center, and she was watching on this little TV she had in her office.
Had just finished teaching a class when our vice principal came to my room and told me that a plane, there was a report that a plane had hit one of the Trade Center towers. And Mr. Landreth, who was working there at the time, we turned on the news feed TV that they had there, and as we were watching it, we saw the second airplane strike the south tower.
So I remember leaving, and we were told not to take the subway. And so some woman I'd never met, I remember she was pregnant, drove me as far as she could. And there were people driving on the sidewalks and running. And I remember it feeling like a movie and not very real. And I spent the day in my apartment, which was a few blocks from the White House. We were told to make sure we had sneakers on and our IDs in our back pockets in case we needed to evacuate because of our location being close to the White House.
What was happening in DC, and then uncertainty of what was happening next, because now you're on edge of, could there be another attack? Waiting to try to find out or hear, was it a country that did this? Was it a terrorist group?
So what was like the impact? Like, what impact did like 9/11, the events of 9/11 have on you then, like that day? Like, what feelings were you?
I was just really scared. I think it was the first time that I felt like as a country really vulnerable. I remember being really confused about what was going on.
So we talked about how this impacted you then. How does this still impact you and people you know now?
It makes me nervous just thinking about it. I think it felt like the entire world changed. So much felt different right afterwards.
Well, I say, since Saturday was the anniversary, I have a classmate from high school who was killed. And I thought about 20 years later, I was like, well, I still think of his daughters when they were little girls, and now they're in their 20s.
I guess you kind of grow numb to it after a while too. I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, but it's just 20 years, it's gone so fast, and you see all these things in the news now, and so we see a lot of these negative events happening, and it's really disheartening at times.
I have a friend who worked for the Port Authority who survived both buildings falling down on him, basically. And just seeing him over the time from after the attacks and to today, he's completely changed.
You know, in the sense, it's like, you know, we lived it, we breathed it, we were there, and now it's like our responsibility to kind of, you know, make sure that students don't forget this moment in history, because it's, you know, it was a very important time and tragic time.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Hill. Thank you so much, Mr. Smolsky. All right, thank you so much for your time. This was good.
Thanks, guys.